Yeah, so when I bought the property back in July, I was a little bit concerned with the high ceilings, the big open windows, the open plan space, how it was going to hold the heat. We only had panel heaters before, and I think they were probably fairly old. I knew straight away the heating system was something that I needed to address. I was scrolling on my phone and it popped up on one of the social media channels, and it first attracted me, I think, with how personable Scott, I think it was, came across on the advert, and from there I just started to research the company more and more and realised that it was definitely going to be the best fit for heating the flat. I felt much more assured with the fact that Truss had my best interests at heart when it came to fitting me a heating system. The appointment I had with Shane came out very friendly, very punctual, kept me updated all the way in terms of when he was here, when he was nearly here. They talked me through the process, how it worked, and even at that point, as sometimes you might feel when people come out to do like a consultation, a free consultation, in the back of your mind you are thinking, okay, they're going to try and sell it to me, or they're going to try and sell me it there and then. And Trust made a point of saying that's not what we do. We educate you and we look at the flat. Obviously, we give you the right information that you can then go away with and make the decision on. And that's exactly what they did. Dealing with the operations department and installation was really good, actually. I had a few queries that I contacted Trust on beforehand, and they were very adaptable. We were able to change the installation date, actually bring it forward a little bit, which was really good for me. In terms of worries or questions before I went ahead with you, the questions I had were, if I invest in this system, am I going to see a difference? And the initial meeting with Shane that came out to the consultation explained to me, I could see he wasn't promising me things that weren't going to happen, but he was able to explain to me why I would see the difference. The process of having them installed, the radiators installed, was again really smooth. So, bang on time, very swift and efficient with how long it took them. I think to fit, 5 standard size radiators maybe took them between 2 and 3 hours, which is fantastic really. So before with the panel heaters, in terms of how it feels now, there's a noticeable improvement in how warm it feels just generally throughout the day. Beforehand, it was a case of having to put the panel heaters on, blast the heat out. You'd have to wait maybe an hour for the room to get really hot. Then it was so hot you had to turn them off, and within 5 minutes it was cold again. And I knew all that time the old panel heaters were just costing so much money as well. So with the new system, the difference I've noticed is I have it on a more efficient temperature setting, which means that it just clicks on and off gradually when it drops below a certain temperature. My query initially was, well, does that not cost more money? Because obviously if it's coming on more and going off and coming on again, is that not costing more? But it's actually more energy efficient just to have it at a standard temperature and regulate that temperature. What I like most about my new heating system so far is it's hassle-free. Before, with panel heaters, I was having to turn them on, turn them off, or try to remember to turn them off, because all that time it's costing you money with a panel heater. And I wasn't really getting the benefit of the heat in terms of heating the full space. What going with the NEOS radiators and the hub systems allowed me to do is to just have it on and forget about it. And it's great because it does all the work itself. Favourite thing about the NEOS definitely is just being able to program it, set it, and forget about it, because it's great. It's a big space to heat in this flat. And the best thing by far about this system is that I can just relax and know it's doing its job and keeping the space nice and warm. To describe Trust in one sentence, I would say personable, communicative, innovative, trustworthy, respectful. The aftercare was really good. I think this will happen, I'm sure, in a lot of cases where the system will get fitted, then you start getting questions about how it works. I would 100% recommend Trust. You get that culture running right through. I 100% trusted Trust to put in a really good heating system for me, and to know that they were working with me on it, to listen to what I wanted from my flat and my space and the heat, and to work with me to get that.